Good evening, everybody. For today's yap slash, I think this is going to be probably a little bit more of a rant. That's something that's going to be resparked. So today's yap thing is How to Train Your Dragon 3. Though I'm not, it's not canon. All right, I'm not having it as canon because it sucks. Okay, I mean everybody's pretending that it's good, but it's really not that good. It kind of just like goes against everything that we learned in the first two films. Um, like some decisions made here and there. The dragons just have to leave for like no reason. They change Toothless's personality. There's not too much character growth with anybody. In fact, it kind of gets dumbed down sometimes with the few characters. With I think Roughnut, because she stupidly leaves and leads Grimmel to their base. I might be getting the twins mixed up, since I don't really know too much, because they don't really do too much with them. They were trying to follow the books for some reason, even though it started fundamentally different from the books, so that makes it not work. I don't like the designs that much either. They're not really that creative, especially with the Light Fairy. And then the kids that they had, why couldn't they just be one or the other? Because like the powers that they gave them, where they could turn invisible, just makes them blending in useless. Toothless was cool because he was like a panther, because he blended into his environment and he was mysterious and seclusive. And now they're kids, since they're both colors looking like fucking cow dragons. They can't do either. They can't hide in the morning and they can't hide at night. It's kind of dumb, and they've just been puppified. They've been dogified just so they could sell more merch. I don't like it. It's not good. I've read a lot of comments here and there about it, and there's not any good reasons on why this is like actually a good series. Or series, not series. Like, it's not a good conclusion. I mean, maybe better for it to just end it before they make it worse and worse, but like, it's not good, and it's not in my head canon. So I don't know. This could be like a discussion thing. Like, if anybody disagrees, I mean, like, they could say why, but I mean, like, I haven't heard anything good so far. They just say, oh, it's good. I fucking love the first film, and it was the whole. They didn't have a plan on making another one when they made that movie, which is probably why it feels so complete. I just thought it was pretty cool. I mean, like, the whole main lesson about the first movie was that not every dragon is bad or a monster or a nuisance. But then in a giant turn of irony, the villain in the first film is a dragon. But then the movies going on are both people. So it's really good. The first two. There's another person that goes into a lot of detail about the third one too, called My Universe in a Box. I can shout her out in this. And yes, I know it's kind of late, but it's just this whole rant has kind of like been brought up again in me, and it's just disappointing because it's my favorite movie. I never pick favorites. Like almost always, I always find some way to like this for this, and then like this for this. But like How to Train a Dragon, the music, the characters, the designs, like just about everything is awesome. And it just makes the third one so much more disappointing. Having Toothless just be this simpy hornball, and then have one of the characters just like mess everything up for no reason. You could have a minor nitpick here and there, but it's just, there was no reason for them to leave. It's just really dumb. and also having Toothless be like the alpha of only a pack of dragons. They just had him like the king of all dragons for some reason. That doesn't really play out either. Probably would have done some design changes for the Light Fury 2. A lot of people had like the ideas of having the female Night Fury be like larger or something. I'm not really sure about that, but I mean, like, it should have just been black. Or like, if you wanted to keep it as a Light Fury, you could have just had the offspring be either this color or that color. I don't know. Invisibility was kind of useless because he was like one of the most elusive dragons, anyways. Maybe he could have had like an upgrade in like armor or something. I don't know, because that was probably like the only thing that Toothless lacked, because he had like the intelligence and the stealth, and he had good firepower. Only thing left would just be like him being a more tough animal if they wanted to do some type of upgrade, but I don't know. Just my thoughts. I mean, if anybody has any other good points on why it's good, like, I would say that it's okay at best, just because they ended it before they could mess up more things. Nine Realms, that's also not canon, so don't mention that either. I've just been, when I watch other creators, I've just been realizing that this is more and more of a disappointment. And especially with this live action bullshit going around, there was literally no reason to make this movie. But I heard that apparently the higher ups weren't letting Dean make any other type of movie. So I've heard, except for a remake. So maybe that was one reason why he said that it was lazy to do a live action remake, but then do one himself. And it's just a shot for shot remake. So there's literally no reason. So it's like, why would companies try? Because there were so many people that were on board for the live action and saying that it looks good just because they tried to make it look as much like the original as possible, which makes it look more pointless. So it's like, if people are just going to be accepting of slop, then why would they try? Like, I'm pretty sure this is the reason we're getting more slop now, because for some reason, when I look at all of these older Gen Alpha and Gen Z with this womp womp stuff, or like, you just want to hate. Okay, dude, but can you like actually give me a reason on why this is good? I could go. It's nobody's like saying any actual reasons on why it's good or why it's bad. Nobody seems to like to actually bring up stuff anymore. Something that I've noticed. I'm not saying that I'm the smartest guy. I just mean it's just like, why don't you just say something? I think our speech just seems to be dying. TS. This shit. TS, TS, TS. Bro is. I have to say bro is, or else the comment isn't funny. Bro is. Eh. Fucking. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm gonna have to be an old head now. It's gonna have to, like, I'm quickly becoming an old head because I can't, like, you're not gonna make it. Oh no. Based on what I'm hearing, I don't think I wanted to. If this is what it's gonna be. It's getting ridiculous, and it probably depends on what I'm seeing, I guess. But this brain rot is like getting everywhere, and I say it in my other videos, but I would just recommend thinking and having critical thought and looking up stuff before you comment. I've said that a few times in my videos. And yes, everybody falls short. I definitely am going to be inevitably hypocritical, because I'll say something. But that's why I usually like to ask. Yeah, it's just really upsetting to have like one of your favorite movies just have like the character development be shit on by like the same people that made the first movie. I don't know. Like, why does everybody keep acting like DreamWorks is like a completely different company, as if it like has an entire unit of different people? Well, no, it's just another company. It has its misses and it has its losses. It's based on chance. Everybody kept making those stupid fucking YouTube Shorts edits because of The Last Wish back in 2022, and it's like, oh my god, it's not the company. It's just people deciding, like, if they have a passion project and they decide to fund it and then make it. Like, people who give a fuck. That's usually people who make the better movies. Just because something makes money doesn't really mean that it's like the best movie. Like, it can make a lot of money, and that can mean that it's like a okay movie by definition of it making money, but it doesn't mean that it's a great movie. It just means it has all simple stuff. Like, the main population of people who see movies is people who all just don't really know that much about whatever they're watching, and they go, okay, let's go see a movie. Oh wow, that was fun, and then they leave. That's most of the people who watch movies. That's why there's all a discourse between like reasons on why a movie did good or not. So it's crap. Now we got this Shrek trailer, and I saw like not even a day after the teaser comes out, and the people are already making better looking models than what the movie put out there, because the industry seemed to forget what the character designs look like. Yes, I know that they're older, but I mean, like, the edits that I've seen still look like he was older while also still looking like Shrek. So, I think we should just bring back giving a fuck about what we're making instead of having another dollar in our pocket. Speaking as somebody who kind of needs a dollar in their pocket. I'm trying to get a job, but it's a stupid thing not answering me. Yeah, people who give a fuck, and then they make something that looks better, like, in less than a day. From the company that made the fucking thing. I don't know, dude. These films that change so much might be in response to, like, everybody else being overstimulated, maybe? I think. Because that's why I think. I don't know, because, like, with the Monsterverse, it started out dark and gritty, menacing, and I really liked it. He definitely moved a lot slower. Godzilla did, with how much screen time he got. But it was so much more different than GXK. Like, all the effects and lights and fucking laser here and there, fist glove, whatever the fuck, going into fantasy instead of science fiction. It seemed to change a lot because people were just like, rah, it looks cool, so that's why it doesn't matter. And it's like, you can have a fun movie, but I mean, like, it can't be like a fun movie all the time, or else people are going to get bored with it. That's why Godzilla has been around for so long, because he does both. But we can't have... It's just, the Monsterverse is supposed to be all the same universe, and it just looks weird if it has such a drastic change over, like, 10 years, I think? Yeah, it's been 10 years. Like, literally 10 years. So that's just why it looks so weird. All the effects in the latest movie are just kind of strange. All the apes in the movie, like, when you don't see anybody next to any buildings and stuff, and it's like hard to tell that they're supposed to be massive Titan-sized apes. But it's only when they get to Rio de Janeiro at the end that you notice when Scar spits out his tooth. But then that's all of a sudden when they do a different type of physics in there. So I don't know. I think the physics kind of changes. And then with that giant Mega Titan that shows up, which seems to like take away from the whole point of Kong being a Titan and Godzilla being a Titan. Whereas like, okay, well, how far are we gonna go with this? Like, holy crap, bigger, it's even bigger than the other Titans. Holy crap, and the next one it's even bigger. Holy shit, and the next one's even bigger. Brain rot. Yeah, I think a tone shift is due. I think other people have mentioned that as well. And it would be nice, but the what's the word I'm thinking of? Sincerity, I think. I've seen people make videos about that before. It seems to be lost right now, sincerity, because of all these 50 trillion layers of irony that we need to have. Because everything is being judged, and there's too many people out here who seem to not critically think. Again, I'm not saying I'm smart in the slightest. I'm just saying it seems it's something I've noticed. Oh yeah, I don't know, but it's just me being old, I guess. Big old 23. Yeah. Okay, I think my battery ran out. Well, as for the channel creature stuff, I got another subscriber. I got 8 subscribers now, so thank you to anybody who likes hearing my stuff and looking at my silly doodles, which is probably the reason that you subscribed, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I shouted out Goji Center and Goji Guy, but I just think it's fun, and I'm gonna try to do another digital art piece with a bit more color and then probably a bit more doodles and stuff like that. I was thinking for Koaluros, my water hybrid, I was thinking of adding the lemon shark and what did I say? The lemon shark and the, what did I just say? Oh, and the Hadrokiros. Yeah, it's a type of older seal, true seal lineage, but it's in a different genus, I think. Just to add like a stronger bite force, and then the lemon shark, which is able to buccal pump, so it can breathe without having to move, unlike the long fin or short fin mako. So I think it will be pretty good while having it still be convergent with the shark and the seal, because my hybrid is mainly seals and sharks, which goes pretty well, more than you'd think. Especially with what I stated before with the regional endothermy, which is less of a difference with the warm-blooded seals as opposed to with Vex, the crocodile, barracuda, and glassfish mixed with the beluga and orca, which are both adapted to colder climates. So it's a bit more of a contrast with their metabolism. So mine doesn't have too much of a difference, and they all swim in the same manner, side to side. So that's also less of a difference there. So I think mine is pretty congruent. But yeah, he's mainly just a mix between a short fin mako, a mako shark, and the leopard seal, and then other things I've added on just for added benefits. But I think it's pretty cool because I really like seals. I have a seal as my Instagram profile picture, and I've had it like as that picture forever, like since 2016, I think. So I had to do a seal one, so it was the perfect opportunity. And the hybrid concept, dude, I've been doing that since I've been drawing, like almost since I've been drawing, because the whole entire hybrid concept has been around for thousands of years, because it's kind of a simple idea. I mean, just, whoa, wouldn't it be cool if this animal was mixed with this animal? Well, yeah. The griffin, king of the skies, king of the beasts of the land, which is kind of a concept. So that's why I think anything that's like a mix between a sky animal and a land animal, you could technically call a griffin, if you go back to the conceptual roots of what a griffin is supposed to be. But if you want to get more specific and it just has to be a bald eagle and a lion, you could. But I don't know. Like, I guess you could call like an owl bear a griffin, technically. I mean, why does the owl bear not get to have wings? What the fuck is up with that? I mean, I don't know. Like, do your own thing, I guess. You could. But I mean, like, you could do something else, I guess. I don't know. Maybe switch up the concepts a little bit. But yeah, I've always loved hybrids, and I even did, like, dinosaur hybrids way back when. Back when I was still drawing. Like, back in freaking 2012. And back when I was 11. So, like, one of the first ones, this was 12. Oh, it doesn't have the date, but I've been doing the dinosaur / dragon concepts forever. This guy's got, like, well, now that I know he has bat wings, but I try to give him dragon wings and then the frill of a triceratops, I think. Whoops. Though I made him see-through for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's something else, but I don't remember what younger me was doing. And then the horns of the triceratops, and then basically kind of like a lizard-like head. I can try to redraw this later and see what you guys think, but I've been doing a lot of redraws. Now that I know, like, a lot more about animals, taxonomy, I've been, like, fundamentally changing my drawings. Yeah, so my redraws kind of take, like, a while. Yeah. Still, it's pretty cool, though. Like, love dinosaurs and, all animals. I basically kind of changed. Like, I'm kind of an underdog enjoyer now, because I kind of really like the underappreciated animals, or the ones that aren't talked about enough. I.e. ground sloths, extinct whales, paleo mammals, or any animals that aren't talked about enough, because I think they're underrated. And these new studies that people like to mention, they're like, oh, well, this is the size that it could be theoretically. And it's like, okay, well, that would be the same for any other animal too. So I mean, like, what if there was like a Jurassic Park version of like the Megatherium, or the Aremotherium, or the Arctotherium, or a mammoth? I mean, like, what if you just did the Jurassic Park version of those, where it's like, oh, well, we substituted DNA, so that can be an excuse to just, like, mythicize it. Jurassic Park. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm gonna die on this hill, or not. Maybe I'll prevail, but I think an Aremotherium or Megathere would probably beat a Therizinosaurus, and you can get with me on that, but those claws are way too fucking long to actually be useful. And I'm pretty sure the claws were found to be a bit too weak to be used like a fucking anime swordsman. Sorry, Jurassic Park fans, but the Therizinosaurus didn't have anime sword slicing powers. I know, sorry. Dare I say, I think the Megathere just has more bulk, girthiness to its arms. I mean, like, it's crazy. I mean, the synapsids in general just have been better at, like, digging with their arms overall. They just, in general, have more strength in their upper body, I would say. But you can get me to yap about that all the time. Yeah. So many things to get into, but just about that character thing. Was that a dragon? Dude. It's weird to think that the people who are responsible for making the thing that you love so much, and then they're the same person that kind of ruins it and doesn't really get the reason why it was liked in the first place. But sometimes cool things can happen from coincidences, because I think one of the producers or something just happened to see like a panther on one of the animators' screens, and they were like, you know what, let's do that. And then that's why Toothless looks the way he does. It was so cool. Because, yeah, I don't know, there was just something about the specific look of Toothless that just really inspired me. And I really liked superheroes too, but, you know, I'm kind of having a little bit of a burnout with them, especially with the MCU stuff going around. But, you know, all that stuff mixed together is kind of just how I got the main characters that I have now. So all that mixed together is what kind of put it together. How to Train Your Dragon is the GOAT. Just gotta say. And no, I didn't put on this shirt just for this video. I had this because I wanted to. Because I was just chilling today. Nothing to do today. Okay, except make a video at fucking 11 at night. Yeah. Okay, video's getting kind of long, so I'll try with more of my digital and have another thing, and then thank you again for anybody who subscribed, and I love learning about animals, so hopefully I can see how I did with Goji Center. I mean, I think mine's pretty good. I would hope to get like an honorable mention. I mean, I thought a lot about it, but I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty fun though. I like doing this, so hopefully I can do it again. Maybe for the sky, I guess. I don't know. That's the only logical step I can think of. Maybe I could make one. I've thought of an idea already, but stay tuned. Okay. Have a good morning or rest of your day whenever you see this. Maybe I'll just sit here, wait till it gets to 27 minutes. Okay. Thank you.